try the right side here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks heading out, and for them, 5 straight years of double-digit victories and a playoff berth. They've had their run of the NFC West and probably likely the favorites this season as well.
I would agree with that. The counter-culture Seahawks, because the way they evaluate is for their system, for their franchise, for their culture. Much more so than whether a guy fits everything that you're looking for to check off the box. Quarterback, he's supposed to be too short. He's one of the best in the game. When they went in free agency this year and got Eddie Lacy, everyone else wanted Eddie Lacy to lose weight. They said, we still want him big because we want him to break some tackles. Flip it over to defense, they get after you. Simple schemes, but they tune it up and play it at a high level. They expect to get back to a Super Bowl.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On second down, here's Wilson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Packers making their way out. And again for them, feels like they're the team to beat in the NFC North. They've won that division 5 of the last 6 years. And Aaron Rodgers just feel like he has at least another Super Bowl left in the tank maybe, right?
I would say so. And I think there's probably some frustration that he hasn't gotten back to the Super Bowl after winning that one against Pittsburgh. Because one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL, prime of his career, you don't want to waste that opportunity. And they came close last year going to the NFC Championship game. They want to take the next step. They have it all there in front of them. They know that they tend to rule that division. Now can they make that one last big jump in the NFC and get back to a Super Bowl?
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. He'll look to throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
In motion left is Baldwin. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Wilson on second down. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week one. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? None. What? None. Flex round.
He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Bennett. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Have you gotten used to seeing Martellus Bennett in number 80? I mean, he's been number 88 his entire career, right?
And how about that? The fans selecting his jersey number.
Yeah, that was his idea. He put that out there on social media and said, here are a few choices. What should I wear? And he went with what the fans picked. Over 100,000 people weighed in.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now they try the right side here. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
To throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board. happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And out now come the Seahawks. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Bennett. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down.
Ohio, here we go!
They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here we go, first and 10 now.
Ohio, here we go!
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Come on, let's go! Let's go! Here we go!
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. They'll set up to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. A first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go! Grand 38!
They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 33 and a first. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
And now a first down following that long gain. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got them on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go. One, nine. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. And Crosby puts it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So that's their 3rd trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down following the run. They'll send Baldwin in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
You asked me to tell you when I'm done, and you can't even.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it until it's fourth down. Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And he motions the wide receiver. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 49 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They come out here in the eye. Now receiver in motion left. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go!
Now they'll run on the draw. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go!
Now back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds an opening past the 40. It's complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Back to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, Let's go! Man 38! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Play action. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Let's go!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Officially a full-time running back this season. It's Ty Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a handoff looking right. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime.
it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the 45. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Check. Let's go!
He'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And we are tied. turn it to the house. And now Charles, the extra point, can give them the lead.
And they did it on defense. What a play.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught, left side, Bennett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! 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 Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Round! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. The center receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Now they try the right side here. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big gut hits on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Yep, just about, dude. Just give me like 11 seconds. I got 11 seconds. Hold up.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
The clock's not running.
4,
right now.
3,
The clock is
2,
not running.
1.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Came back and whoops his ass. Me no more questions.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Seahawks, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.